Alright, welcome back, guys. I've been hogging all sorts of intros, so I'll just intro the series. We'll have, I guess, Nate started off. Because Nathanius is joining us here on the cast tonight. It's the semifinals we're currently in for the OlimoLeague. This is the second ever monthly finals. And big shout out to all the Patreons who support this tournament and allow this to happen every single week. But, Nate, without further ado, would you mind starting this off?
I considered dragging out a really awkward silence, but I'll intro the player instead. Bottom
So
right,
kind.
he's the Green Terran player. He is Journey. He's still not represented by like any team or anything, right? He hasn't been like closet signed by MVP now with all the other guys.
He's actively searching.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the top left, as the Red Terran, it's MVP center.
Journey's got some drama around him searching, by the way. I don't know the full details of this, so fully understand this is like rumor monger stuff, but I tried to ask him what he was looking for salary-wise, like how much travel he was looking for, because, I mean, I know some of the team managers on the foreign teams. Maybe I could say, like, hey, look, if you're looking for Terran, like, you got to get this guy type thing. But Journey refuses to release what sort of salary he's looking for or how much he wants to go to tournaments. Like, he's being super secretive, so I thought he had found a team for this longest time. But he's constantly promoting the fact that he's looking for a team, so I'm assuming he still had no luck at this point. But has, like, the worst negotiating tactics.
Well, to be fair, in this day and age, there's a lot of there's been so many Koreans on the market right now as far as like free agents go. So it's not easy for anyone. And as good as Journey is, right? Like you still have players like Parting and Rain that are not on teams, and that's just like.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's scary, truthfully. I mean, look at someone like Arthur, who's been looking for a team for like what 2.5 years at this point.
Yeah, and you know, Journey. I actually thought that after I saw Journey and fell in love with him and all that, I thought he was gonna die off because he died off. Like I saw him when he lost his code AS game. So I was like, well, I guess you're just gonna like fade off into obscurity. But no, I mean, at least like he's doing better than a lot of other like Koreans that have tried to find foreign teams. Like he's actually streaming.
Yeah,
he's actually
he plays
playing
in a lot of
matches.
these types of things. Yeah,
exactly.
That's
so
it's really important. Really important.
All right. So I feel like it's just been a weird TBT, but you know, center up 2-1 is looking really good. Journey had excellent bio versus mech, has not really been able to have that same scenario happen. So maybe looking for it. You know, that the mech was cool and all, and you were ahead, but just getting blindsided by one thing maybe isn't exactly what makes you say, well, I'm not gonna do it again. You might just say like, well, I'm just not gonna that happen again specifically.
You know, we were talking about older intros a little while ago. Do you guys remember, like, back when Widowmines was being figured out, you do, like, the 2 Widowmine drops, like, one of the natural, one of the main, and your only real hopes for that were, like, maybe kill an SCV, but, like, mostly beta scan. It's so weird to think about how far this matchup has come since Heart of the Swarm released.
Well, Fantasy did something really cool that was, like, remember, what was it, Core Hall City or Core Hall Station or something? Where it was, like, you know, close by air, I guess, on the bottom.
Oh, Newkirk Precinct.
Oh, Newkirk Precinct. I don't know why it was Core Hall City. Yeah, anyways, but anyways. Yeah, it was completely wrong map. Anyways, Newkirk Precinct, yeah, exactly. So, like, Fantasy did like, something really cool, which is that he opened up, like, you know, Reaper into Widowmine into, like, Banshees. So by the time the Banshees came out, like, all of the SCVs were, like, really low on health.
Yeah!
Yeah, I thought that was so cool.
Yeah. TVT is weird like that, because you come in and you're like, oh, you know, you just poke. It's like you're gonna poke a few of my workers, no big deal, and then you realize that the Banshee comes in and one-shots 2 of them, and you're like, ah.
This SCV has to be so confused on why it's allowed to scout right now.
It's like there's nothing here. It's like, are you not building aggressive units? Do you want to be friends?
Is he gonna kill him?
No.
Okay. He almost killed Journey's SCV.
Champ.
Yeah, exactly.
So where are the defending units? There's the Raven is actually very far away, so.
Well, he's a turret.
Actually,
if this Widowmine gets burrowed...
Oh no, I'm looking at center. I'm like center. This drop could actually do a lot of damage because that Widowmine.
Yeah.
He's gonna have 1 scan available, but.
Oh, I'm just having flashbacks to Journey losing to 1 Widowmine center.
Here we go.
Oh, he doesn't have one. All right, so just he gets right on top of the SCVs, but no Widow. Oh,
good bait. Good bait with that SCV.
Yeah, now I can't wait either.
Some Marines are good. Great defense from center, and Journey actually did not even finish his missile turret. He was like, yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, your Banshee just sits outside my base for much longer than it needs to, which, by the way, it's sitting outside his base for much longer than it needs to. And then he can just cancel it.
Yeah, exactly. I love when people do this move. Like, the attention to detail for this is very difficult to pull off, but it's something where you can get the money back. You know, you can't salvage a missile turret, but you can cancel it. But I don't know about you, Zombie. A moment ago, when that medevac died, I was like thinking right back to the Maru Reaper versus Journey, like
exactly. I was
5
just like,
minute GG.
Journey, please
yeah.
Please don't GG. The thing is, though, is that you know, that went pretty terribly. Like, let's not just hide that. But Journey's SCC is a lot farther along. Unless we'll just stop right now. But and he is still up in workers. So while he lost out in the army, 21 armies went at just 10. He can still survive.
Yeah, he starts to tank right away. I love this choice.
Yeah, this is. Let's see. You guys, you know, it's that ever perilous reactor on the starport early on for both players that makes you think, like, is it just gonna start up 2 medevacs at some point once you're close to that tank? And guess what? Center, he's got 2 medevacs. He doesn't have his second tank really close, but he could still go for a delay. Wait, 2 Hellions! How did these guys get in here?
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Oh dear. The SU's kind of lining up by accident. The tank should be able to deal with this, but
yeah, and the auto turret getting in some action too.
Yeah, got like 3 shots off. That's a really scary moment, though. I mean, those were just sitting in the natural, basically looking for the command center to move out. But I guess after a certain time goes by, you're like, okay, well, I better scout, and I don't want to burn a scan, so dives in. And as weird as it is to consider, 2 Hellions dying is still kind of more cost-effective than scanning.
He did also get like a really great scout. You know, he saw that there was a 3rd command center down, so Journey attacking is only going to be it's not going to be very dedicated at all. Journey is not really decided what he's going to go for in terms of, like, you know, mech or bio. He got 3 Vikings, which, you know, it's an odd amount, I guess. Like, what is it really going to do unless Center is getting his own Vikings, which he only has 1, I think. Yeah, 1. Well, actually, what it's going to do is completely drop. Oh my God, Center, please don't run your medevacs into here.
Oh
dear God. This is like, is
okay, the Hellion sees it. Oh, I don't think he wants them to think that the Hellion saw it, so that he just flies up. Oh no.
He was hoping. He's waiting for this.
Oh no.
Center, what do you got, like some sixth sense going on right now, man? Like he just goes through it the way.
He's gotta be a little bit worried because he knew there were Vikings from earlier, and then he's like, well, now I see where you are still. So.
Okay, he's good then.
The Vikings could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, they can still pick up the medevac, so I mean, he just like stopped any potential for, like, you know, Sinner thinks like, oh, I'm not gonna do it, and then he drops somewhere else. Well, not anymore. Only 1 medevac. He can stay outside the base for a little while. Like, you're not really have like that big of an army, but with like seeker missiles on the way, you know, the contain wouldn't last very long.
I always find it funny in this matchup, like if he doesn't see those 2 medevacs and then he unloads, like, well, because he's just gonna kill half his workers or something ridiculous, and then if he gets killed by the Vikings, then he's pretty much instantly dead. So it's like there's so many moments where, you know, it can be hard to realize or like see sometimes where like the game could end in victory for either player within the next 2 minutes of like 1 big mistake. It's pretty crazy.
I'm looking to take advantage of this little nook right here, I guess.
He doesn't have any high ground vision though. So I mean, like he definitely
with the air control from Journey, it's just not even an option.
Yeah, not sure what. Maybe trying to fake it out. I'm not sure.
Very adventurous, if that's the case.
Yeah, he does go away. It is going to be bio versus bio, by the way, or well, Marine tank versus Marine tank. But have we seen this?
Not yet in this series. It's always been like one weird thing into another. Mech from one, then mech the other.
Technically, that second game was right.
Marine tank versus Marine tank. That's
or maybe it wasn't.
I've not
I can't remember.
In a long time.
The second game I landed too soon, but yeah, it's like all right, it's good old fashioned.
I actually like this on this map. It's a great choice, I think, because this map's too windy to play mech on, if we're gonna be honest. Like it's really hard to use that the immobility of mech on this map. Whereas if you got Marine tank, you're gonna be able to stim down the left and the right sides, no problem. You almost kind of hope your opponent expands just so you've got a base you can assault while pressuring the main. So by both going for bio, I think, and this is kind of what I enjoy about the best StarCraft players. They're playing to the map, not just to the other race.
I mean, that's why Journey didn't take the 3rd command center. It was finished a long time ago. So he just produces SCVs off of it, not going to risk, you know, putting it down. Or in a TVZ. I mean, you almost certainly would by 14 minutes.
Journey needs to make something happen, though, because that 3rd command center, as you pointed out, like, Hellion just saw that center is like, does he want to actually take the 3rd? He killed the Hellion there, but he hasn't built it yet, so He's gonna be behind as this game moves forward if he doesn't do something quickly.
Yeah. Journey doesn't have combat shields, but he will have an upgrade lead after this +1 finishes. But the no combat shields, I mean, I gotta imagine it's queued up right after Stim.
That's mildly frustrating.
I think combat
I
shields.
mean, hell, Journey Stim even Journey Stim just finished an auto turret in the main base of Journey. 4 turrets. He's like, yes,
look
bring
over
your
here.
army
Yeah.
over here.
Look over here. Look over here.
Well, he just brought the Marines
is-
back into the main base, so why would you drop in the main base now?
It's a little... He's not actually trying to attack. And to be fair, with 5 siege tanks watching the front, I wouldn't want to attack either.
No,
To
Journey,
the
no,
Vikings, Journey! Oh no! This opens up such a big hole to get in here. That's not just 2 tanks either. This is 5 tanks in the main base. On top of production, another drop coming here twice here to the natural centers all over Journey.
This is the part where I'm like, man, I did such a good job defending all game, and now you just get wrecked. He's in the natural expansion as well as cleaning house in this mineral line. Is Center just boned now? Are you kidding me?
I think Journey.
I think Journey is boned.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Journey.
I was like, Center's in a pretty good spot, man.
I just like look at this. And like, I can't believe.
Oh my God, the command center went down. Oh, well, that's it.
GG.
Wow. You know, I was halfway through signing Center's death certificate, and then that happened. That was pretty impressive.
I mean, those Vikings, had they been in the right spot, you know, you pick up the one medevac that's got 2 tanks in it. That changes dynamically, but Center will take the series 3-1 over Journey and advance to the finals.
Well, that was pretty good.
That was TVT. I guess before we start doing our sponsorships or the commercials and the sponsorship stuff, are you sticking around for Supernova versus Impact, or?
I think places are starting to open, so I can go get breakfast. I'm just gonna watch. I'm just gonna watch and enjoy. Maybe try to get some more sleep.
All right, man. Well, it was a joy having you here. Thanks for joining us for the cast.
It's been a pleasure. Been a pleasure.
I guess everybody better know who you are at this point, but on the off chance there's a couple people you want to plug your stuff before you go.
Sure. Hi guys, I'm Nathan. I talk about StarCraft a lot. You follow me on Twitter at NathaniasTV, and make sure you follow at BaseTradeTV too, because these guys are awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for joining us in the cast. This is actually a super awesome treat because I know I've been like pestering Nate to do like a cast here and there for like a long time. So it's good to get you on. But...
See, now you know that because I approached you, it's not just a case of me always being busy or like ignoring you. It's just hard to find time sometimes.
Oh, dude, you don't need to tell me about being busy. I feel you. But all right, man. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your breakfast and all these other luxuries you'll have that we don't. We'll see you. We'll see you around, man.
All right, catch you later. Peace.
All right, Supernova versus Impact, guys. We're getting into the lobby for this right now, so.